we all go through this emotional roller coaster, and emotional, but not only that, but just when you're running your own business and you are your own boss, it can be really, you're the one that has to keep yourself up, and it's hard. We all know that. We all go through those down times. But what you do not have permission to do, Brigitte says, is to post about how horrible everything is. So what you can do is to stay off social media until you fix it, but have a plan to fix it. And it's not to say be fake, but share your struggle in a way that includes an action plan, and we're gonna go with and how you're gonna overcome your struggles, basically. Because when you're sharing that and you're being vulnerable and you're being real, like, hey, I'm going through this right now, but I'm gonna at least I have this system in place where I am gonna work out even if I don't feel like it. I'm gonna read my personal development even if the last thing I want to do is like put in effort, and I'd rather just like mindlessly zone out in front of the TV, but instead I'm going to put in the work, because the motivation will follow, and it does. So if you're sharing that, and if you're making the efforts to be positive, I promise you, I am a happiness scientist. This is proven. You will get the motivation that follows. So be positive, and that's your role, and that's part of your job as a coach. So people are counting on you to boost them up. So make sure that your posts are boosting people up and doing what they're supposed to do. And number 10, it was cut off, so I don't know exactly what she called it, but I'm gonna call it 2 parts: don't sell, share, and don't try to be perfect. So the don't try to be perfect portion, she showed a bunch of examples of her coaches that I love, like and Bonnie Engel and Keisha Fitzgerald, who are so amazing at posting pictures of themselves where maybe it's their little quirky things, like their hair's all like and they take a selfie of it, and they say, and what they're talking about is, oh my gosh, you know what I hated about my full-time corporate job in New York City? That it took me 2 hours. I had to wake up 2 hours early before I had to be at my job, and I had to, blow dry my hair and then sit on the subway and then, commute in this horrible attitude next to other people on the subway who also didn't want to be at their job, and it was just miserable, and I had to look like one thing, and when I didn't really feel like it. And now I get to wake up 5 minutes before I go to work and just walk the 20 feet to my desk, and then I'm at work, and I love that. And so in a way that was just very casual, she's sharing her story, and she's sharing her unique day, and she's just sharing a day in a life. It wasn't annoying, it wasn't pushy, but yet she is giving insight into the life that she leads and what it's like to be a coach. So at the same time, you're not selling, you're sharing, and that in turn is going to get you the people that you're trying to attract. They're gonna come to you. And don't worry about trying to be perfect and trying to look perfect. Having perfect selfies is not gonna attract anyone real, because nobody's perfect. So don't try and look that way. Own up to your struggles, own up to your mistakes, do it in a fun, quirky way, or in a way that highlights your personality, and make sure that you're not selling people. Do not, she said, and this is something that I see all of our coaches doing, and I probably have done it once or twice, do not just post a picture of your bag of Shakeology. Maybe post a picture of you drinking it, maybe, but post it in a way that doesn't, when they look at the picture, they think, oh, I want to read this because that picture's funny, or that picture's cute, or that picture's pretty. But then at the end of the day, you're not saying like, I got Shakeology, I'm gonna buy it. You're saying like, oh, Keisha's example was, happiness is ... waking up, having getting to be in my pajamas and chatting with my team for 20 minutes, and then having chocolate for breakfast, like high five for superfoods before 9 a.m. that taste like chocolate. And is that annoying? Like, no, it's not. People are like, oh, this girl's so cute, and they don't even realize that they're absorbing this information that over time it make them be like, oh, what is this drink she's always drinking, that not she's always selling, but she's always drinking, that looks so good and that she's obsessed with? I want to know what that is. So that was a not so brief, but summary. If there's no recording, this is the best we're gonna get of Brigitte Linford's call on how to build your business with social media, guys. I am so happy that I was able to hop on the call. But if you didn't, hopefully we'll get the recording. But if not, write down all this information, this top 10, and infuse it into your business. So I hope you're having a fabulous day.